Hello, and welcome to Band Affairs,
Yes.
the show where we're going to take you through various artists that have cheated on their bandmates by either side questing to another band or by going solo.
Yeah, we'll take you through the illicit affairs of Peter Gabriel, the frontman of Headache, some quintessential British classics, and some songs your music nerd friend maybe won't shut up about. So, Bonnie, do you want to get us started?
Yeah, we're gonna start off strong with Genesis because, as you all know, Peter Gabriel bit difficult. Yeah, they formed in 1967, and there were kind of tensions from the get go. Tony Banks, who played the keyboard, kind of struggled with this idea of it being Peter Gabriel's band. So after their album, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, which was this amazing concept album where Peter Gabriel kind of had these crazy outfits during their live performances. Um, yeah, he dramatically left just after that tour in 1975. And yeah, it was just kind of like over these disputes over his theatrics and stuff. So yeah, we'll play a song from Genesis first, which is from their 1983 album. It was a self-titled album. And yeah, it was the band's first top 10 hit called That's All. And it was their 12th studio album. Then we will play a song by Peter Gabriel, which was his debut EP called Salisbury Hill, written in 1977. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that after kind of musically because it's quite interesting. But yeah, so this first track is That's All.
Just as I thought it was going alright, I found out I'm wrong when I thought I was right. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. I could say day and you'd say night. Tell me it's black when I know that it's white. Always the same, it's just a shame, and that's all. I could leave but I won't go, though my heart might tell me so. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. But why does it always seem to be me looking at you with you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. on Salisbury Hill. I could see the city light. Wind was blowing, time stood still. Eagle flew out of the night. He was something to observe. Came in close, I heard a voice. Standing, stretching every nerve. I had to listen, had no choice. I did not believe the information. Just had to trust imagination. My heart going boom, boom, boom. Son, he said, grab your things, I've come to take you home. Hello, thrill. To keep in silence, I resigned. My friends would think I was a nut, turning water into wine. Open doors would soon be shut. So I went from day to day. My life was in a rut, till I thought of what I'd say, which connection I should cut. I was feeling part of the scenery. I walked right out of the machinery. My heart going boom, boom, boom. Hey, he said, grab your things, I'm gonna take you home. Hey, back home. When illusions spin a net, I'm never where I wanna be. And liberty she pirouette. When I think that I am free, watch my empty silhouette, who close their eyes but still can see. No one taught them etiquette. I will show another me. Today I don't need a replacement. I tell them what the smile on my face meant. My heart going boom, boom, boom. Hey, I said, you can keep my things, they come to take me home.
That was Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel. Yeah, most of that was written in 4/4, which I mean 7/4, which is a very unnatural time signature. And yeah, it was when this song was being written, it was like a very much beginning of pop music. There was kind of like these templates that were being cut out for musicians. So yeah, for it to not be in 4/4 was quite weird. And there's at the end of the last two measures of each chorus, it turns into 4/4. But most of it's in 7/4, which is very unnatural. And yeah, the song is about this kind of sense of struggle that he's going through. So I guess it kind of plays into that. Yeah, so that was Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel, and then before that, That's All by Genesis.
Nice. Now we're going all the way over to Korea with Mid-Air Thief. The song will be These Chains from his 2018 album Crumbling, a self-released album by this man who no one seems to know anything about. He's denied interviews. No one knows his face, his age, where he's actually from. And with this album, he did it in collaboration with another Korean artist, and it won an award in the Korean Electronic Music Awards, I believe. And he sent her to get the award. He didn't want to be seen at all. And this album is quite special to me as it's what I would say probably the starting point to what ignited me to really love music. I remember for some reason I didn't listen to albums in full length at the time, but I decided to give this one a shot and I was just jaw on the floor. I could not believe what I was hearing for an hour straight. Every song just kept getting better. And so, yeah, this album is really special to me. And coming up after, we have his side project, Bird's Eye Batang, from I believe 2022 with the song Rip Rippling. This one was a bit less successful than Crumbling, as it's, I believe, way more experimental in nature, but it has some really, really cool sound design. And so, yeah, let's hear it. All right. So that was Rip Rippling by Bird's Eye Batang. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next up, we have Vegan with his side project Headache, which I think at this point he's almost become more known for. I see people talking about Headache.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, Headache is a duo of him and Francis Hornsby Clark. But if you search that name up, you won't find anything. No one seems to know who this guy is. He wrote the lyrics. He loves spring onions, apparently, as one might hear, which has led some fans to believe maybe it is just Vegan putting all that weight of the lyrics, because they are quite personal sometimes, onto someone else. But who knows? And starting off with Vegan, we have Another 9 Days featuring Ethan P. Flynn. And from the album The Road to Hell is Paved with Good Intentions.
Another 9 days alive. Another 9 days alive. It's only a short time before I get wise. Another 9 days alive. Another 9 days alive. It's only a short time before I get wise. Another 9 days alive. Another 9 days alive. It's only a short time before I get wise. Guide us through nightmares, lifeless, it's a hot mess. Guide us through nightmares, lifeless, it's a hot mess. Do I get another spin? Do I get another spin? Do I get another spin? Guide us through nightmares, lifeless, it's a hot mess. Guide us through nightmares, lifeless, it's a hot mess. Do I get another spin? Do I get another spin? Do I get another spin? Another 9 days alive. Another 9 days alive. It's only a short time before I get wise. Another 9 days alive. Another 9 days alive. It's only a short time before I get wise.
Have you ever woken up and wondered where you are and why you're naked? You are now listening to Headache.
I used to take my breakfast off of a mirror. Now I just walk around and stare at people in the park. You think I care about what's happening to me? Even my demons have demons. When I last saw Monica, she told me she never wanted to see or speak to me ever again in her life. She doesn't get it. Nobody gets it. I can't remember the last time I got a good night's sleep. If you really think about it, life shouldn't feel this strange. If I could just figure out what the old woman wearing that salmon pink snakeskin jacket wants from me, I'd feel a whole lot better. Doesn't she have a job? Do I have a job? It's not normal to sit outside someone's apartment the whole night long. But then again, what is normal? Do you think I'm normal? Say I'm normal. Please, for fuck's sake, please say I'm normal. I don't know what you want from me. I could never do that contemplation shit. Someone told me once that if you have more than 3 major concussions before the age of 7, you're fucked. I had 8. And anyway, I'm not interested in knowing. I'm just tired. So tired. Something went wrong. Something went really wrong a long way back. And now I don't know. Now I'm just doing this. One morning you wake up and you want to shave your head because the insects living up there have started to throw parties they aren't inviting you to. And you tell me I'm crazy? I just want to live. I just want to feel something. Anything. Anything. There's so much shit in the world. There's good, bad, mad, sad, ugly, happy. But I just love beauty. I think about my friends sometimes. Their lives, their failures. They don't know where I am. I wonder if they miss me. I miss their stories, the stuff they leave unfinished, the words they leave behind, the good they drag after them, and the destruction they create. But above all, I remember the love. I remember sitting on my Uncle Mario's knee while he told me about the man he killed in the Embarcadero in August 1999. I remember the girl with pigtails in her hair asking me why I looked so sad when I was supposed to be feeling happy. I remember climbing on a statue in my grandmother's garden while serious guys in suits walked around talking to each other. There was a lot of blood around back then. A lot of laughter, but a lot of blood too. And I mistook the laughter for love. I forgot the color where I came from. Now my taste is me, and sometimes it's a little too sour. The streets are so dead. How is it so easy to leave this world behind? It feels like the world's a dream. Right up until I remember the smell of her hair blowing in the wind. You aimed for my eyes, but you forgot that the heart is where all the action is. This one goes out to all the ghosts. I love you.
Yeah, so that was Headache and Vegan. So yeah, I didn't know that Headache was an AI voice.
Yeah. Initially, someone pitched it to me as just an AI album, so I was really skeptical because they also said the lyrics were AI, which they are not. Okay, they are not. Please. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good use of it. in my
Yeah, for
opinion.
sure. I mean, it's one of those songs which, I mean, you listen to for the first time and you're like, that was absolute gibberish. I thought it was like a literally completely made up, and then you listen to it again, you're like, oh my gosh, it's an actual
Yeah.
story. Yeah, I love that song and that album. I think it's so good, and it reminds me of, there's this song that my sister showed me actually, which was, it's like a equally quite weird song, but it's by David Strigley. It's called A Toast, and if you like that kind of weird kind of concept song thing, then listen to that because it's really weird, but it's quite fun.
I haven't listened to it.
Yeah.
I'll see it later.
Okay, so next up we have got Simon and Garfunkel and Paul Simon. So yeah, Simon and Garfunkel were this American duo. They had 5 studio albums before they split in 1970, just after their final album, Bridge Over Troubled Water, which the film Only Living Boy in New York is based on, which you definitely haven't watched. This boy has not watched
no.
anything.
Nah, I don't think we've watched one movie in common. This is like a 5 times a day kind of convo. Jesus.
Well, anyway, this film, it was directed by Mark Webb, who did 500 Days of Summer and like all.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And yeah, it's a really sweet film. It's actually kind of shit, but it's quite a nice comfort movie set in New York with Callum Turner, who I would watch anything he's in. But yeah, I was gonna put the song from that album called "The Only Living Boy in New York," but I just couldn't not put in Mrs. Robinson. Yeah, whenever I hear that song, I just think of the Forrest Gump scene when he gets his. Have you watched Forrest Gump?
Yes, my mom
Hey, okay.
made me watch it. If my mom's watching, what's up?
Yeah, it just reminds me of the scene when he's getting the medal by the president, and then he sees Jenny, and it's like, Jenny, and he's running towards her. But Mrs. Robinson is playing in the background of that, I think. And yeah, this was originally written for The Graduate, and yeah, it's supposedly very famous from that, but I just think of Forrest Gump when I listen to it. Anyway, yeah, they split in the 70s, and of course Paul Simon became a very successful solo artist. A lot of Simon & Garfunkel's music is very traditional folk, rock even, and then Paul Simon kind of revolutionized the music industry. He brought in this, I think it was like a kind of pioneer of world music, which I actually hate that term because it's literally just in reference
What
to...
is world music?
It's literally any music that isn't Western music. It's like the most ridiculous term, but it's technically correct, like global sounds also. And although his first album, which is the self-titled album, Paul Simon, which we'll play a song from there, you actually get this world music influence in his Graceland album, which actually won a Grammy.
Oh.
But it has this South African township music influence. That's cool. Yeah, so this album, which has Run This Body Down on, that we'll play, it's just quite a simple folk album, but it's beautiful nonetheless. So first we'll hear Mrs. Robinson by Simon and Garfunkel, and then we'll hear Run That Body Down by Paul Simon.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hiding in a hiding place where no one ever goes. Put it in your pantry with your cupcakes. It's a little secret, just the Robinsons affair. Most of all, you got to hide it from the kids. Cuckoo-ca-choo, this is Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Sitting on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon, going to the candidates' debate. Laugh about it, shout about it when you've got to choose. Every way you look at it, you lose. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? A nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Ooh, what's that you say, Mrs. Robinson? Jolton Joe has left and gone away. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Went to my doctor yesterday. She said I seem to be okay. She said, Paul, you better look around. How long you think that you can run that body down? How many nights you think that you can do what you've been doing? Ooh, now we fooling. I came back home and I went to bed. I was resting my head. My wife came in and she said, what's wrong, sweet boy, what's wrong? I told her what's wrong. I said, Peg, you better look around. How long you think that you can run that body down? How many nights you think that you can do what you've been doing? Ooh, now we fooling. We fooling. We fooling.
better look around. How long you think that you can run that body down? How many nights you think that you can do what you've been doing? Who you fooling? Who you fooling? Who you fooling? Who you fooling? Who you fooling?
So that was Paul Simon, Run That Body Down, and before that was Mrs. Robinson. Yeah, so next we have Lucas.
We have Black Country New Road and Jockstrap.
Yes. Nice.
So the song we'll be looking at from Black Country New Road is Opus from their debut album For the First Time. Opus is a fitting name as it is the last song on the album, and the original lyrics to this album, or to this song, referenced Nervous Conditions, which was the band they were previously in, but had to disband due to controversy and allegations with the singer. But the first album is amazing, and they actually wrote the intro and the outro all on the first day. So I guess it really symbolizes the full cycle of going through heartbreak for the first time, as the album is called. And yeah, it is one of their albums that has Isaac Wood as the singer, who left after their second album, but all the 5 other bandmates continued by themselves, each rotating vocals, which is what leads us to Georgia Ellery, the violin player who has recently done vocals on one of their songs with Jockstrap, which is electronic pop duo. She started with Taylor Sky. And I think the contrast between Black Country New Road and Jockstrap will be very evident, as you'll hear. So let's waste no time, and yeah.
everybody's coming up. I guess I'm a little bit late to the party. Everybody's coming up. I guess I'm a little bit late to the party. Now everybody's coming up. I guess I should have had something else to say. And now everybody's coming up. What we built must fall to the rising flame.
The Madonna, dressed in blue, no, dressed in pink. Anna, feather boa, Mary Antoinette, you wanna know her? Riding in a limousine. All the living How does it dreaming in the dark? See you on the other side. Just wanted to feel what you feel inside. Get a car, ride, come to me. I'm with that. Want you to know what I know in my mind. Speedy, quick, sit with me on the rooftop. See what we see through your eyes. Come on,
Right.
That was Jockstrap, Greatest Hits. And before that, it was Opus by Black Country New Road. Now we're changing it up quite drastically. We're going to the Beatles and Wings. So the first track we'll play is Tomorrow Never Knows from the Revolver album. This track is more of a collage than a song, to be honest. It's got this kind of layout that's just verse after verse after verse. And the lyrics are taken from Timothy Leary's interpretation of the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And yeah, by interpretation, it's just he took LSD and read the Tibetan Book of the Dead and then wrote about it.
It's peak of their acid phase. I mean,
Yeah. And this was very much pushed by John Lennon, who it was the first one of them to start experimenting with these drugs. And then kind of got them all into it. And this was a big turning point in their music, for sure. You can hear their music open up a lot more to more experimental sound and stuff. And you hear that in a lot of their future recordings. So in this song, they created these tape loops where they sample different sounds. And they made up to like 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then they narrowed it down to 5. And this includes recordings of seagulls, which you'll hear very distinctly at the beginning of this, and they then reversed them and like distorted them, all this stuff. They also ran a lot of these loops through this thing called a Leslie cabinet.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of a Leslie cabinet before. Like this kind of the sound distort like speaker thing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. One of the first uses of sampling, I think, right?
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is one of the first songs that had like a distinct use of sampling, and it was pretty outrageous at the time. Like it's the first time you listen to it, it's like you kind of feels like a bit of a hard listen, and then you're like, oh no, it's actually quite cool. Because if you listen to the lyrics, they're like, turn off your mind, relax, and like float downstream and all this stuff, and then it's got like reverse seagulls in the background. You're like, I can't really turn my mind off. But yeah, you'll hear a lot of these samples, which is quite interesting. Anyway, then we'll play a song from Wings, which is the band that Paul McCartney formed with his wife Linda McCartney in 1971, just after the Beatles disbanded. It's She's My Baby from the 1976 album Wings at the Speed of Sound. And this song reminds me of being on holiday with my family, and me, my mum and my sister and my godmother went on a little road trip in Spain. And we just listened to this song and we just found the lyrics so funny. I don't like if you listen to the lyrics, they are pretty hilarious. But it's also a really good song. And yeah, the previous song, Tomorrow Never Knows, this I actually studied at A-level, and when I listen to it, I just think of it was me and 2 other girls in my music class, because my music education in my school was so crap. So I just think of literally just me and these 2 girls in music just listening to this song. So without much further ado, we've got Tomorrow Never Knows by the Beatles.
Woo.
don't really have a. Just explain it. Just literally, I've talked a bit about. Yeah, I don't have much to say about work, but I have stuff to say on it. Did you say you're going straight to the season?
My baby, she comes out at night. She taking me by surprise. She's my baby, like gravy down to the last drop. I keep mopping her up, yeah, yeah. She's my baby. She's a baby in the morning time when the sleep is in her eyes. Then the world is waking up. She has arisen. Oh, believe me, I ain't lying. She's a woman. She's a lady of the evening tide when the stars are in the skies. That's the time she changes back into a kitten. Oh, believe me, I ain't lying. She's my baby, and she comes out at night. She's taking me by surprise. She's my baby, like gravy down to the last drop. I keep mopping her up, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's my baby. Well, she's a baby in the morning time when the sleep is in her eyes and the world is waking up. She has arisen. Oh, believe me, I ain't lying. She's a woman. She's the lady of the evening tide when the stars are in the skies. That's the time she changes back into a kitten. Oh, believe me, I ain't lying. She's my baby, and she comes out at night, taking me by surprise. Yes, baby. Oh, like gravy down to the last drop. I keep mopping it up, yeah. She's my baby. mopping it up, yeah, she's my baby. Oh, like gravy, down to the last drop. I keep mopping it up, yeah, she's my baby. Ooh, like gravy, down to the last drop. I keep mopping it up, mopping it up.
All right. So that was She's My Baby by The Wings.
By Wings, actually. It's not
Oh,
that.
my bad. Well, coming up, we have Weather Report and the great late Jaco Pastorius. This is a very interesting song because Jaco Pastorius, the bassist, quite literally leads the whole song. It is, I think, quite rare you hear the bass really be the melodic, the rhythmic, the everything engine of the song. And this one, according to him, was actually recorded on one take, in the first take. And the song Birdland, which you're going to hear, is named after a New York City jazz club that goes by the same name. It's from their 1976 album, Heavy Weather. I believe it's by far their most commercially successful album, having sold over 1 million copies, which for a jazz fusion record is quite wild. And for The Affair, we have Jaco Pastorius's Come On, Come Over from the previous year from his self-titled album. And yeah, let's get into it.
Come on, come over as fast as you can. You afraid that you won't like it, but you don't understand. One thing, my brother, I can tell you true. The more time you spend feeling happy, the last time you'll be blue. Come on, come on over. Come on, come on over. Come on, got to come over. Why don't you come out? Come on, come over. Everyone's waiting on you. Yeah. We're wondering when you get tired, or wondering what to do. There is something here that cannot be denied. Get on the floor and get on down. Don't knock until you try. Come on, come on over. Come on, why don't you come on? Come on, come over. The pleasures are mine. Music playing, the door just open. You don't have to stand in line. People all over the world, they've been calling movies for too long. While you're busy making stands, everybody's making plans to move on, moving on. Come on, over. I'm waiting on you.
Yes. All right. We figured out we could get that working.
Yeah, we've got some jingles going.
It's only up from here. Well, that was Jacoposaurus and Weather Report. I did forget to mention what Weather Report actually is. I think in rock we'd probably call it a supergroup, but it was just a collection of the most insane, I think, jazz artists from the time. Like Wayne Shorter and Jaco Pastorius were the two leading the band. And then on that song, you had Alex Acuna on drums. Joe, oh my God, I forgot his last name. Zawano, Joe Zawano on keys, but you also had people like Ayrton Morera and so many others. And yeah, who do we have next, Bonnie?
Okay, now we're going back to a British classic, and we've got Joy Division and New Order.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, well, we're going to do that anyway, even though that's not actually what's meant to come up. But we're going to jump to Joy Division and New Order. So yeah, Joy Division was obviously the original band with Ian Curtis, who died age 23 by suicide just before their first tour. So they'd only released 2 albums. They'd released 2 albums. And it was their first tour, and he died. And Joy Division's first album was huge and did really well, but Ian Curtis had a lot of mental health issues. He struggled with epilepsy. I think he like collapsed a lot on stage. I think it was really difficult. And then his marriage was deteriorating as well. So I think all of that was obviously reasons for this. But after he died, the band knew that they couldn't stay together with the same name. So they decided to change their name to New Order. And this was only like a year after he died. So they kept it going. And their sound is it's obviously got very similar elements, but it kind of bridged this gap between punk and electronic music. And you'll hear this very clearly, I think, because the first one we're going to play is Disorder. And then we're going to play Ceremony. And Ceremony was released in 1987 on their album Substance. This was I think it was 10 years after the album Disorder was on, which I can't remember the name actually. But anyway, Ceremony is one of my favourite songs, and it's one of my dad's favourite songs as well. And he tells me and my sister different versions of how he listened to this song.
Oh God, what's he saying?
So many things. I think he's told my sister that it was like playing the first time he met my mum or something. And then he told me he was just listening to it on a ferry in Greece. And
Okay.
I mean, maybe it was just playing at all these pinnacle moments in his life. But either way, the first time I heard it, I loved it. And me and my sister love it. So first up, we've got Disorder, which is a classic. And then we'll have Ceremony. One sec.
I've been waiting for a guy to come and take me by the hand. Sure, these sensations make me feel the pleasures of a normal man. These sensations spare the insults, leave them for another day. I've got the spirit, lose the feeling, take the shock away. It's getting faster, moving faster now, it's getting out of hand. On the 10th floor, down the back stairs, into no man's land. Lights are flashing, cars are crashing, getting frequent now. I've got the spirit, lose the feeling, let it out somehow. What means to you, what means to me, and we will meet again. I'm watching you, I watch it all, I take no pity from your friends. Who is right, who can tell, and who gives a damn right now? Till the spirit new sensation takes hold, then you know. Till the spirit new sensation takes hold, then you know. Till the spirit new sensation takes hold, then you know. I got the spirit.
that was Ceremony by New Order. And before that, that was Disorder by Joy Division. Yeah, so next up we have Geese and Cameron Winter.
Yes, unfortunately, this will be our last couple, our last affair, our last two songs. And we're starting off with Geese, Killing My Borrowed Time on their album 40 Country, which is a continuation to their album 3D Country. It's, I guess, some songs that didn't make it into the main album, and even some scrapped versions of ones that did make it on the album. I actually saw Geese this week live. They were amazing. Great concert in
Had a little crowd surf.
Yes. Had to go up with my camera. And following, we have Cameron Winter's Love Takes Miles. I don't think there's a better song to close it off with. I love this song.
Yeah, we were. I showed Lucas the music video the other day with Lucas Hedges, and it's so beautiful. My flatmate showed it to me, and literally we were like almost crying. It's so good. It's all shot on an iPhone, and it's just amazing. Yeah, so I definitely check that out after this. Yeah, and shout out to my friend who put Killing My Borrowed Time on a playlist for me, and I have been listening to it all the time. It's so good. So yeah, shout out to him. But this is Killing My Borrowed Time by Geese, and then Love Takes Miles by Cameron Winter.
Hell yeah.
What would there be left if you're not there to carry me home? What would there be left if you're not there to steady my shaking bones? What would there be left? I'm killing my borrowed time. I'm killing my borrowed time. I'm killing my borrowed time. What would there be left if the tide rolled in and swallowed you whole? What would there be left if the light within got buried up in the snow? Hey, I'll cut your throat. How little your money's worth. Like a bird into a trap. Rain, I'm bringing you back to earth. Killing my borrowed time. I'm killing my borrowed time. It's been a long time coming. Don't you look so surprised. Honey, it's the death of harmony. Let's go out on a high. I'm killing my borrowed time.
Now coming up, we've got Love Takes Miles. This is our final song, so this will be it from us. Thanks for listening, guys.
We hope to see you soon. be back. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's run it.
Love will call when you get enough under your arms. Oh, mama. Love will call. Love will make you fit it all in the car. Oh, mama. Something will take you by your pants and swing you over its head and kick you back and forth. Watching the bells, watching the lights. What I want is far away. Talk to the moon, flatten her down. Make her watch the wind all night. She can't wait, lonely as hell, walking around without moving. I'm not here, watching the moon, writing it down. Love takes miles, love takes years. You left me promising your shoes, mama. I need your feet more than you do, mama. I need somebody sent down from the sun that talks to me how you used to. Lonely as hell, feet on the ground. What I want is on my mind. Open the moon, flatten her down, and sit her on the stairs all day. She's alright, lonely as hell, walking around without moving. I'm not here, watching the moon. Everything's down. Love takes miles, love takes years. You better start walking, baby. Love takes miles. You better start walking, baby. Love takes
Love takes miles.
That's it from us, guys. Have a good evening.
Have a good evening. Thank you for everyone who came, tuned in, listened. This has been really fun.
We'll see you soon, hopefully.
We'll see you soon, hopefully.